Commander Nation, the future of the franchise will be decided this week. While our general manager evaluates 5 stars who could boost the roster immediately, the $30 million contract for our top receiver remains up in the air. And what about our defensive tower? The tampering vultures are coming for him in less than 24 hours. This perfect storm of decisions waits for nitrogen monoxide 1.1 misstep, and our Super Bowl window could shut. Want to be the first to know what's about to happen? Subscribe now and hit the like button because we've got exclusive information that no other media outlet will bring you. The revolution in Washington is underway. Are you going to miss it? Attention, Commanders fans! The news is exploding, and IT can't wait. Adam Peters is making moves this offseason. And let me tell you this, the decisions he makes now will determine if this team fights for a Super Bowl or gets left behind. And today, I bring you the 5 players cut due to salary cap issues who must be on his radar. Ready for the controversy? Let's go! Tyler Lockett, WR, a veteran spark. Seattle let him go after 10 years. Lockett is 32 years old. Sure, but doesn't Jaden Daniels need an experienced receiver who knows how to get open in clutch situations? Terry McLaurin and Deebo Samuel are stars, but Lockett could be that third guy who converts on 3rd and longs. But be careful. Is it worth investing in a player coming off his worst season? I'm asking you. If he takes a modest deal, go for IT. But if he asks for big money, next, Javon Hargrave, DT, Jonathan Allen's replacement? Listen up, folks. Jonathan Allen is gone. But let me tell you, this Hargrave is no consolation prize. He's a torpedo. Peters knows him from San Francisco. And while his injuries with the 49ers were concerning, his hands are made of steel when it comes to breaking through blocks. Pair him with Darren Payne and Johnny Newton. That would be a wall on the defensive line. But can his body hold up? Adam Peters better inspect him under a microscope. If he's at 100%, signed and sealed. Harold Landry 3, OLB. The beast needed against the Eagles. Do you know why we lost the NFC Championship? Because we couldn't stop the outside run. Landry not only has 50.5 career sacks, he's an absolute monster against the run. At 29 years old and coming off 2 explosive seasons, he's younger than most available free agents. A 2-year deal? Yes, please. And if you're thinking about Myles Garrett, why not both? Imagine that pass rush. Evan Engram, Tay. Luxury or necessity? Zach Ertz revived his career under Kingsbury. But Engram is a machine. 187 receptions in the 2 seasons before 2024. Highly underrated. Of course, if Ertz resigns, maybe it's not a priority. But doesn't Cliff Kingsbury want more weapons for Jaden? Engram and? Send it together would bring versatility. That said, his injuries are a red flag. Is the risk worth it? If the price is low, make the call. Joey Bosa, Day. The most controversial move. Brothers on separate teams? Nitrogen monoxide way. But what if Joey comes to Washington? He's 29 years old, has playoff experience, and while injuries have slowed him down, his mindset is elite. Could he mentor the young guys while still contributing in the run game? Careful. This is a big gamble. If he's only 60% of his former self, he's not worth it. But if Peter sees a spark, get that contract ready. Now I ask you, Commanders fans, Lockett, the veteran, Hargrave, the disruptor, Landry, the well-rounded force, Engram, the luxury addition, Bosa, the gamble. Who's worth IT the most? Is Terry McLaurin about to break Washington's bank? I've got the info you've been waiting for. But first, is Terry McLaurin worth $30 million a year? I'm telling you, yes. And here's why. After a historic 2024 campaign with 12 touchdowns and a trip to the NFC Championship, this man isn't just a receiver. He's the heart and soul of this team. You think I'm exaggerating? Ask Jaden Daniels. Together, They transformed Washington's offense. And now, with Deebo Samuel on board, this team is loaded for a Super Bowl run. But that's not all. Ben Standig from The Athletic dropped a bombshell. McLaurin could sign an extension that makes him a Commander for life. The number? $30 million per year. The strategy? Adam Peters has two options. Lock him in now to free up $14.3 million in cap space, or WAIT and keep financial flexibility. So I leave you with this question. And about Deebo Samuel's contract? Relax. With Jonathan Allen gone, the money magically opens up. And the top priority? Pay Terry. Because this isn't just about stats, it's about loyalty, leadership, and legacy. What other NFL player unites a fan base, runs the locker room, and lifts an entire city like McLaurin? No one. I promise you. But be careful. Here comes my tough question. Why risk waiting? If Peters acts now, Washington could chase even more talent in free agency. Or do they trust their financial position so much they'd rather delay McLaurin's extension until summer? I think the clock is ticking against them. The Super Bowl window is wide open. Do you really want to play with your star player's mindset? And speaking of stars, do you know what I love most about McLaurin? Nitrogen monoxide drama. While others complain on social media or hold out, he simply proves his worth on the field. He trains, he plays, he wins. Want a model for the rookies? Terry is the blueprint. So listen up, Commanders fans. McLaurin's extension isn't an F, it's a when. And when it happens, it'll send a message to the entire NFL. In Washington, commitment gets rewarded. And guess what? This is just the beginning. My final verdict? Terry McLaurin isn't a luxury. He's a necessity. If they want to lift the Lombardi, pay him. Whatever he wants, but do it now. And now I ask you, should McLaurin be the highest paid receiver in the league? Or is $30 million just too much? What's going on with Jeremy Chinn and that potential long-term contract? The news everyone has been waiting for is about to blow up. Are we going to keep one of the most explosive powerhouses in our defense? Let me tell you this. If we don't, we're out of our minds. Jeremy Chinn, folks, this man resurrected his career with US after being overlooked in Carolina like they were amateurs. 118 tackles? Absolutely clutch in critical moments. And now what? Dan Quinn and Joe Witt Jr. reignited his fire. With his physicality, his attitude, and that hybrid ability to play multiple positions, he's the prototype for Quinn. If we let him walk, what are we thinking? Now, ESPN reports there's interest in a multi-year deal, but watch out. The safety market is complete chaos. Remember Com Curl? Last year, they were talking about big money, and in the end, nothing. So what's Chinn's value? John Keane hints that he could stay if the money lines up, but tampering period starts Monday. If we wait, will other teams swoop in like vultures? Of course they will. Let me ask you this. Who in their right mind wouldn't want a 26-year-old player hungry to dominate, who already mastered the system? If we sign Wagner and Ertz, which they deserve, doesn't Chinn deserve a vote of confidence? He's our secondary anchor. His chemistry with Quan Martin could skyrocket, but if we let him go, we're shooting ourselves in the foot. And you know what fires me up? Quinn's culture. Chinn embodies that toughness, that resilience, the grit we need. If we invest in him, we're showing that Washington rewards hard work. But if we hesitate, what message does that send? That players are expendable? Nitrogen monoxide way. And now, my final argument. Jeremy Chinn is not a luxury. He's a necessity. In a volatile market, losing him will be a strategic mistake. Do you prefer to chase a pricier replacement? Or trust someone who's already proven loyal? If the front office doesn't secure this contract, they're playing with fire. Now, Commander Nation, I ask you, how many years and millions is Chinn worth? 3 years, $25 million. More? Or should we let him walk? Commander Nation, this one's for you. The Commander family needs your voice now more than ever. Let's break down these key decisions for the season together. First, between Lockett, the veteran, Hargrave, the wall, Landry, the balance, Engram, the luxury, and Boza, the gamble. Which one of these additions is the most valuable for our team? We want your takes in the comments. Second, how far should we go for Terry McLaurin? Does he deserve to be the highest paid receiver in the NFL? Or is $30 million a year an unnecessary gamble? We're divided. Let the community decide. Third, Jeremy Chinn is pure talent. But what is his price? 3 years, $25 million, or a stronger offer? If you think we must keep him, show IT with a like. Commander Nation, this is not just a channel. We are a family that beats with every victory, every signing, every collision on the field. If you command a debate, the channel grows. So, subscribe now, hit the bell, and join this tribe. Because every like, every comment, every subscriber makes you stronger. And remember, hail to the Redskins!